What if I told you that some animals live their entire lives without pooping? Sounds impossible, right? But it's actually true in the animal kingdom. There are a few creatures that have evolved in ways that make pooping unnecessary. Let's start with the jellyfish, one of the strangest creatures on Earth. Jellyfish have a single opening that serves for both eating and excreting waste. But some jellyfish never excrete anything. They absorb all the nutrients they consume. That means no poop for these fascinating creatures. Now let's talk about the tardigrade, also known as the water bear. Tardigrades are microscopic creatures that can survive the most extreme conditions. Instead of pooping, they store waste inside their bodies until they molt. When they shed their skin, they release the stored waste along with it. Isn't that a crazy way to get rid of waste? Another animal that doesn't need to poop is the starfish. Starfish don't have a stomach like most animals. Instead, they digest food outside of their bodies using special enzymes. Once digested, the nutrients are absorbed, and there's no waste to release. This means no poop for starfish either. There's also a type of flatworm that doesn't poop. These creatures absorb nutrients directly through their skin, bypassing the need for a digestive system. Their simple digestive process means no excretion, just straight absorption. Pretty wild, right? The giant clam is another example of an animal that doesn't poop. These clams rely on algae inside their bodies to produce energy. They don't eat traditional food, so there's no need for waste to be excreted. No digestion, no waste, no problem. Similarly, the coral polyp gets its nutrients from algae living inside it. Like the giant clam, it doesn't consume traditional food, so it doesn't poop. These tiny animals absorb energy from the sunlight, making them more plant-like. No pooping is just one of the weird ways nature adapts. Let's look at the Kakapo, a species of parrot from New Zealand. This parrot has a very slow metabolism, so it doesn't need to eat much. Because of that, it doesn't excrete waste frequently like other animals do. It stores waste in its body and expels it only when necessary. The Kakapo shows how creatures adapt to their environment in unexpected ways. Some animals get by without pooping at all, and nature finds the strangest solutions. There are even animals like the sea sponge that don't poop. Sponges filter food from the water and absorb nutrients directly. They don't need to expel anything because they don't digest food in the traditional sense. The Portuguese man-o'-war is another creature that doesn't excrete waste. Despite being a colonial organism, it doesn't need to release anything. All these animals have evolved incredible ways to survive without having to poop. And it's amazing how nature adapts to create such diverse creatures. Some of these animals even bypass complex digestive systems altogether. Others use unique processes like molting or absorbing everything they consume. The axolotl, for example, doesn't poop as frequently as other amphibians. It uses its skin for nutrient absorption and doesn't need to release waste often. Nature's way of doing things can be very different from what we're used to. The ability to skip the digestive process altogether can be an evolutionary advantage. It allows these animals to conserve energy and survive in extreme environments. Imagine living your whole life without ever needing a bathroom break. That's what some of these animals experience every single day. While we're busy rushing to the bathroom, they're just chilling. It's wild to think about how different life can be for animals on Earth. These creatures don't need to follow the same rules we do when it comes to digestion. And that's what makes the natural world so fascinating. Every time we learn about animals like these, we realize how much we still don't know. If you think this is wild, just wait until you see what's next. There are so many incredible creatures out there with even crazier adaptations. If you're amazed by these animals that don't poop, hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Wonders of Nature for more wild facts.